It's always interesting to look back at any period for gacha gaming and how it exists in its own bubble compared to other titles. Last year was perhaps the biggest yet with the new global releases and major story developments for existing titles, and nowhere is that more true than with miHoYo Games. Its juggernaut success with Genshin Impact and Honkai Star Rail continues with Zenless Zone Zero joining in. However, last year, an unlikely contender entered the fray in what would be the most serious challenge to Genshin yet: Kuro Games' Wuthering Waves.
Sacred light.
Joint operation.
Alas, it was a lopsided fight due in no small part to an iffy launch with several bugs and optimization issues. The story, voice acting, and writing were enough to put off early adopters despite the excellent combat that channeled the split-second dodges and time parries of punishing Grey Raven, Kuro's more established action RPG. Thankfully, Wuthering Waves didn't fade away, and it received numerous updates that raised the overall quality in almost every way. The PS5 version's arrival also signals the launch of version 2.0, which introduces the first new nation, Rinascita. There's no time like the present to jump aboard, but does Wuthering Waves deserve another chance?
Yet, amidst the Carnival's revelry, it performed miracles, keeping the people aligned with its guidance.
For all the flack that the base game's story received, subsequent updates did offer some pretty significant developments, especially for mysterious organizations like Black Shores. Version 2.0 kicks off with the Rover receiving an invitation to Rinascita from the Montelli family and thus begins a new journey. Unfortunately, they run afoul of a giant whale echo that's rampaging out of control before being saved by Brant, who leads the troop of fools. The Rover subsequently arrives in Rinascita's main city, Ragunna, learning more about the Carnival and the role of echoes. While echoes have generally manifested as tools that the players can use to battle enemies, they have a larger role here, helping with the cooking, providing entertainment, and even serving as gondolas to ferry people around. A parallel to the upcoming masquerade, Ragunna's celebratory veneer seemingly hides some dark secrets. After an incident that sees the echoes going out of control, the Rover becomes embroiled in the conflict between the Montelli and the Fisalia families, while slowly uncovering the secrets surrounding Rinascita's Sentinel, Imperator. One thing that stands out compared to the base game is how much better the writing, voice acting, and characterization are. Each core cast member feels more organic and fleshed out. Whether it's the playwright Cristoforo and his ramblings of Zani, the bank employee bodyguard tour guide whose professionalism shines through, even as she longs for her next vacation, you also have the likes of Phoebe, earnest yet conflicted with the shadowy dealings of Rinascita's Order of the Deep, and Carlotta, a charming yet enigmatic member of the Montelli family, immaculately voiced by Jennifer English of Baldur's Gate 3 fame. All these characters deliver excellent performances, but I was also surprised by the vendors and NPCs like the enthusiastic Baker Margareta or the mask boutique owner Lady Nyarla. While Kuro Games cleaned up much of its writing and voice acting in subsequent updates, it feels like it's reached a new high with version 2.0. As for the plot, it won't necessarily redefine storytelling standards in gaming, much less for gacha titles, but it feels well-paced and offers up some intriguing developments. Even the lore dumps by characters came across as less forced and more natural as Rinascita and the history of Ragunna slowly unfurled.
Bask in the sunlight. Huh? Photosynthesis. I can use some fertilizer. Together we fight!
Venice is a significant inspiration for Ragunna if the gondolas and waterways didn't offer enough clues. It looks stunning, appearing like a real lived-in city, yet maintaining some surreality that belies all the dirty dealings. However, the best sights and sounds are found outside the city as the massive world opens up into gorgeous environments. Between the stark nature of Penitent's End, the twisted dark fantasy towers of Thesialo Fells, and the ethereal Nimbus Sanctum, there is a lot to love about the aesthetics and overall structure of the various regions. All this runs great on the PS5, and the new immersive mode makes exploration much more enjoyable. The only downside is having to re-enable it after important dialogue exchanges. A method to permanently hide certain UI elements, if not all, would have been appreciated. Of course, there's plenty to do, like puzzles to dispel nightmare clouds, fights to unlock chests, which have additional objectives for extra rewards, and much more. The impressive mobility is further expanded with the addition of flying, which cuts down significantly on your exploration time and feels great overall. And it's available to all characters, something which miHoYo could learn from. There are also challenges to test your flying skills, even if they often boil down to passing through enough rings and reaching the required goals. Then there are the new Echoes, which not only offer new ways to get stronger, but present some intriguing battles. If it's not the Abyssal Fighters and their nimble sword fighting who get stronger when you break their weapons, it's Cuddlewaddle, who can invoke nearby minions to dogpile to attack at once. The Overlord Echoes are even better. Lorelei alone is a sight to behold, while leveraging the impressive combat system in new ways. Some require parrying certain attacks, lest they follow up with more devastating patterns that can juggle you. All this only scratches the surface of the available content, from chasing down rogue echoes in decrepit towers to filling out a scrapbook of activities, including taking pictures and admiring key locations. You can also discover Nightmare Echoes, variants of the base game's Overlord Echoes with modified abilities. Between the incredible production values and excellent combat, it's surprising to see the music receive such a massive glow-up. A Fairy Tale by Yoria Miyazono sets the tone incredibly, almost channeling .hack-era Yuki Kajiura, with its whimsical tones and vocals. Boss fights like Lorelei deftly combine opera singing, epic instrumentals, and subtle electronic beats, resulting in a musical experience on a completely different level than anything in Huanglong. Despite all this praise, Wuthering Waves is still a gacha game. And while it's not stooping to methods like offering 2 new limited 5-star characters before events that give all the pulls, RNG is still a menace. It's a shame because Carlotta, the newest 5-star character, is a blast to play, and many new players may not even get her. Suffice it to say that if you're someone with compulsive urges, then be warned. The other tenets of the gacha action RPG, like earning materials to level up characters, improve echoes, and roll for stats, upgrade weapons, and unlock new perks, also remain. It doesn't feel overly pervasive, but it's something to remember for newcomers who aren't interested in the long-term grind. Whether you're stuck with Wuthering Waves throughout the months of EOS jokes or are new to its realms, it's a great time to jump in. The PS5 version's performance is rock solid, and version 2.0 offers a compelling experience with a solid narrative that actually has me looking forward to what comes next. Hey, did you know that we at GamingBolt upload new videos every day? Stick around, drop a like, subscribe, and hit that bell, and let us know what kind of content you'd like to see in the future with a comment below.